everyone, welcome to my third video. This is the second part to last week's video, The Science Behind COVID-19 Part 1. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. We discussed how the coronavirus works throughout the body and how it's unique and different from other viruses. Today you will learn about the structure of the coronavirus and ways to avoid it. So without further ado, let's get on with The Science Behind COVID-19 Part 2. First of all, we should learn about the coronavirus family. So the first coronavirus that infected humans was identified in the mid-1960s, and since then we have found 6 more human coronaviruses. Human coronavirus 229E, human coronavirus NL63, human coronavirus OC43, human coronavirus HKU1, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus, which causes MERS, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus, which causes SARS, and finally, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus 2, the novel coronavirus that causes COVID-19. They are all part of the family Coronaviridae, which is a family of single-stranded positive RNA viruses, which are split into 4 groups: Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Now, I won't get into how each group differs from the other today, but if you want to learn more about this family of viruses, please comment down below, and a future video can definitely be dedicated to primarily that. Now, let's address the structure of the virus itself. So, what makes COVID-19 so unique is its spike protein being a multifunctional molecular machine that allows the virus entry to the host cell. Now, what is so special about these spikes? Well, the answer lies in what they're made up of. This spike contains 3 segments: a large ectodomain, a intercellular tail, and a single-pass transmembrane anchor. Ectodomain is a domain of a membrane protein that extends to the space outside a cell. The transmembrane protein functions as the gateway to let the virus get through the membrane. Finally, the intracellular tail may enhance the transport of this virus as well. Now, all these functioning parts and many more, I could keep on going on and on. Smaller parts of this virus work together to create this certain key for specific receptors on the human cell, slipping very easily into the cell, and as soon as the spikes enter the cell, the virus is then allowed to start the lethal infection. Finally, we are going to talk about the symptoms and ways to avoid this. I'm sure this may seem a little repetitive, for this is all we hear nowadays, but it's important to be fully aware and well informed about these things. The main symptoms of the coronavirus are fever, shortness of breath, dry cough, and fatigue. You may wonder why these specific symptoms are caused by this virus. Well, first off, a fever is actually a sign of your body trying to kill the virus. Most viruses and bacteria usually thrive in your normal body temperature, so in raising your body temperature and having a fever, it makes it harder for the virus to survive. Also, it enhances your immune system. The virus also causes inflammation and irritation in your respiratory tract, causing hacking coughs. There's no excess mucus to cough up, so that's why it's a dry cough. Next, once the virus enters the body, it attacks cells that line the airway in your lungs. The resulting fluid and debris causes difficulty breathing. This is what causes the shortness of breath. Having this shortness of breath lets you not take in enough oxygen, and this is what causes the fatigue. You're not taking in enough oxygen and you're not making enough energy, so you become extremely tired. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's important to call your doctor and stay at home unless for medical care. Hopefully you can avoid this by practicing the best ways to protect yourself, which are fairly easy to follow. First, avoid large gatherings and social interactions. In my last video, this virus spreads through sneezing, coughing, talking, and even breathing. Large parties and concerts are breeding grounds for these viruses, and it's important to stay away. Also, avoid touching your face in case you may have any germs on your hands. You don't want to give it direct access to your mouth, nose, or eyes. And try and wash your hands constantly and thoroughly. Try not to share personal items with others, such as glasses, toothbrushes, utensils, etc. And be sure to wipe down surfaces that may have been touched a lot, like grocery cart handles and doorknobs. While maintaining these things and staying home, you are doing your part in mitigating the spread of this virus. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment all your questions. As always, I'm putting the sources in the description, and that's all. See you next week.